reggae music being made, but I just think that a lot of the talented people that can still sing and play instruments, and in the way that Bob, Peter Tosh, Jacob Miller, those kind of people would present the music. I think those people are not necessarily being highlighted or brought to the forefront of the entertainment industry. As you know, people might be scared that when reggae gets so powerful and it gets into the audience, it really will take over a certain market space or a certain country, or is infectious, because it's a music that's about love and unity, and once you get into that paradigm of blissful state, you find that people want to stay there. So the impact that Bob and those artists have is very strong, but also there's young Rastafari artists now that are making positive music too, that might not have the big record deal that Bob had and stuff like that to expose their art to the world, but it is still here, not just in Jamaica, but in all the Caribbean islands and USVI and youths from Africa that write good music, powerful music with message and melody and harmony. So a lot of the dissonant music that we're hearing on the radio or TV or even on the internet is because of manipulation of the music industry,
right,
and not because there's not good musicians out there where they say, oh, the future's AI music and all of this, right? No, right? So the people that play instruments and sing now, we become even more valuable, not less valuable, just because everybody now is using all this AI music and stuff like that. So that's my thoughts on it, you know what I mean? Rasta music, because even when they call it reggae
right.
music, it's Rasta music. So even some of the new music I've been working on, I call it acoustic Rasta music, because what is reggae? Reggae could mean anything. That just takes the whole message out of it. There's nothing to do with Africa or Rastafari in there. So, people make all kind of music now and they call it reggae. But for me, it has to be about, African unity and consciousness and world peace, and just, world love and stuff like that. Some kind of message in the music to uplift and enlighten people for it to really be real reggae music.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So that's all you carbon copy reggae artists out there that making them like, pop cheesecake music. We're not feeling that shit on the continent.
Oh my God. Okay, friends. So listen, I've been wanting to ask you this for a while. You are an independent artist with no label, manager, or sponsor. How do you manage to still tour the world with a full backing band?
Well, the trick is you have to network with the females. I was elected by the females and selected by the females, such as YELLA, and you know what I mean. So they will pull the strings for you and make stuff happen. They will contact your local promoter and let them know that this is an artist the community wants to see and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, more power to all the women who really want to see this kind of music with peace and love and stuff, because they see the positive impact has like on their children and stuff, and they might want their kids to learn instruments and stuff like that. So me as an artist, through social media and Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that, I stay in touch with my fan base and people out there in the world. I really network with them. I don't act like, oh, I'm the artist and you're just a regular person and I'm better than you. I just treat you like a human being. You know what I mean? Because you never know who your fans are. Some of your fans richer than you. You can't discount them. So you know what I mean? I network with the people, and that's how I'm able to set up my own concerts and stuff. We went to Qatar, we went to Abu Dhabi, we've been to Costa Rica, we were in Egypt, we did every state in America, so it's the power of networking and just having a good energy and, a stroke of luck and faith in the Most High, you know what I mean?
Correct.
And but my advice to any young musicians coming up is do live music, play an instrument and sing, because then you can go to any venue and impress them with your band, and the power of live music is powerful. If you just a musician that just grab the mic, then it might be harder for you, because then you might be harder for you to cross certain cultural barriers and stuff. Like, I can go to a country music fest and wow them. I can go to a jazz fest and wow them. I could go to a hip hop fest and perform just the same as a reggae fest. So a lot of the events that I do, I might be the only reggae artist at that venue.
Right.
Instead of trying to compete with all the reggae artists at another like so-called reggae event, where it's like it's already overcrowded reggae artists. So that's how I would bring like value to an event where maybe people have been hearing maybe hip hop and jazz all night or rock all night, and I'm the person that bring that reggae vibe, you know what I mean? So it's just networking and being able to build communities and stuff. I built even festivals from scratch where we got all the sponsors together and everything and put on our own festival and booked other artists on it and stuff. So being proactive, going to places like when I went to Hawaii, I didn't have a show over there, but I went over there, met people and ended up having multiple concerts. You know, same thing with Costa Rica, same thing with, a lot of places that I've been to, even like the Gambia, West Africa, we went to West Africa, the Gambia, and spent like 2 months over there, my first time in Africa and stuff. And then we went to Egypt and performed in Egypt, big up Lars and the whole crew in Egypt and stuff. So yeah, it's been quite a journey. And you 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 say, oh, I want to travel and I want to be on all the shows, and you got to be careful what you ask for because people don't know it's a lot of work.
Right. It definitely
It's
is.
a lot of work.
Everybody wants the
Yeah.
fame, but they don't want to put in the work, and that's the crazy part about it. Now, on your profile, it also says that you are also a real estate developer. Tell me a little bit more about the real estate and an aspect of it.
Yes, well, I do real estate development. So right now, what we're facilitating is like investors and people who might want to move to Jamaica or help start a business out here. We're buying land and we're building our own Airbnb, hotel, live music venue, like an eco lodge. We're going to grow organic food to supply the restaurant and stuff like that. So the lifestyle that I want to live, I'm just going to be sharing that with the broader community and allowing people that they can come and, stay on the farm and, be entertained by us and eat the kind of healthy food we eat and stuff and get that whole Jamaican experience. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people trying to get away from America right now.
Oh my God, you're hilarious. Okay, so how do you see your role as a reggae artist and as a Rastaman in terms of bringing the message forward to the people?
It's a very important responsibility because it's so easy to get distracted by all the music you see out there and say, oh, well, let me sing about this or let me sing about that. And then the message in the music, it goes by the wayside. So I think it is very important to, carry on what the ancestors bequeathed onto us and carry it on to future generations and let them know what right from wrong is and up from down and as a people, music is like the real news. It's like the real way we carry and preserve the culture, because we can't depend on the media because they might not preserve it in the right way. So the oral culture passed down, through the music, that's been a part of African culture since day one.
So are you into any type of, how would I say it? Anything dealing in the politics in? Are you into that?
Well, we say that we're non-political, but I mean, people look on politics, the word politics, you can interpret that in two different ways, right? So I don't vote right wing or left wing, but that doesn't mean that I don't have political ideas. But I would say that, what people call politics, I just look on as community building and nation building. So, but we don't believe in politics in the modern sense of it. As Rastafari, we don't vote and stuff like that. We believe in just building our own community self-sustainably and stuff like that. Not that I judge anybody who does vote for any affiliated party, but I can look at the right wing and the left wing as the same bird. You know what I mean? And so mass manipulation and manipulation of the masses through media and politics and stuff. Rasta, we cite up all of that from way back in the day. Stuff that people are just catching on to know. We've been done saying, yo, we don't want no part of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, we trying to bring about world peace. So it's hard to bring about world peace in a society that's so divided and so used to being polarized and just needing something to debate about. Because when you used to go to debate club in college, you just wanted something to debate about. Sometimes the truth is elusive. It's just that the debate keeps going on, So people get addicted, I think, to the debate and they realize the problems are easy. There's enough food and resources and water and land here for everybody. But some people want to have it all and want some to have none. And so, I disagree with that. I just agree with anybody who believes in, world peace and love and judging people by their character and their actions, not the color of their skin and their nationality or their religion, you know what I mean? So there has to be some kind of balance with all the chaos that's going on. So I find that we as Rastafari, we bring that balance, because we're not opposed to any political ideology because we didn't pick one side or the other. So we can get along with everybody and kind of say, hey, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Why don't we, work this out? We don't need to kill each other over infinite resources.
So explain Rasta, because some people might think it's a religion. Is Rasta a religion? What exactly is Rasta?
Rastafari is a way of life. We don't categorize ourselves as a religion, right? Because a religion, most religions were established through war and stuff like that. We didn't fight any war or kill anybody to establish ourselves. Mm-hmm. We just use word sound power through the music to establish ourselves. So, and we learn from everybody. So, I might learn something from my Christian brethren. I will learn something from a Muslim brethren. I will learn something from the Buddhists when it comes to the yoga and stuff like that. But I still Rastafari, understand? But even though we're still coming from a Christian background, because Haile Selassie is a Christian, so we believe in Christ. But we also believe that Haile Selassie is Christ in the 21st century. The conquering lion of the tribe of Judah is prophesied in, Revelation, Psalms 87. Ethiopia will stretch forth our hands unto God. The Most High will establish his throne there. The governments of the world will be upon his shoulder. This is a powerful black man that, even John F. Kennedy said is the greatest man alive. He's the first black man in the White House. He had the Pope, he meet with the Pope and did not take off his crown or kneel to the Pope. The Pope kneeled to him. You know what I mean? The Queen of England, kneeled before him. So because they knew who he was and through the prophecy of him being the conquering lion of Judah, because he even see the Pope pray to the Black Madonna and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So my mom is a black woman and my dad is like a mixed Jamaican. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people might say, well, why is Alex always so much into these chocolate women and posting all this dark skin artwork on his songs and stuff like that? Because I think that we have a responsibility to uphold the black woman in society, because through the media and everything, they always try to degrade the black woman, which is a real Mary, you know what I mean? So the mother of all the people, all the races, no matter, which race or country you come from. So the rest of it just deal with truth and love, and we that balance. We're the truth, you know what I mean? So a religion now is like, well, my religion has to win. Mm-hmm. But yours has to lose for my religion to be superior and stuff. Well, you can keep your religious beliefs or whatever, but when it comes to Rasta now, as long as you deal with peace and love and unity, and I can feel that good energy within you, even because I could expect you to call God by the same name if you were born in another country and speak another language, but maybe if it's the same creative universe, power of the universe, same creator that you're trying to, be in touch with. And I think that all leads back to people are looking for that because love is creation. Love is a creative energy, and hatred and stuff is a destructive energy. So at the end of the day, whether you're Christian or Muslim or you're this or you're that, you have to, or you're Jewish or whatever, you have to behave in a way that is exemplary. And that's what His Majesty come and teach us. You know what I mean? So we judge that one by his actions and not really his background and where he was born or which country you're born in, because you don't have any choice when you walk into this earth. You're just born to Jewish parents or to Muslim parents or to Christian parents or to Rasta parents. You come into that, you know what I mean? So, but as you grow up in life, you make your own choices and stuff, but we just don't like what we see going on in the world with all the chaos and stuff, and we really think it's unnecessary. I mean, look, even now with all the ports closing and stuff, and I said America will face food shortage and people buying out all the toilet paper and stuff in the supermarket.
They panic.
I would be on the farm in Jamaica picking coconuts and mangoes if anybody wants to join me.
Okay, so now when it comes to your music and your writing, and you writing the songs, you write your own songs, and where does the concept of these songs come from?
Well, a lot of times it come from life experiences, so most of the time, and then we also draw from, other artists that we listen to, whether it be Stevie Wonder or Bobby Hebb or, Bob Marley or Jimi Hendrix or, Thelonious Monk or the greats. So I think when I'm writing a song, I'm pulling from everything that was before me, but also trying to pull from the universe something new, something fresh, and then see really what the music is telling me. So I like to start on the acoustic guitar and build something on the acoustic guitar, and then add the melody and stuff to that and the rest of the instruments and stuff. And even later, I might even take back out the acoustic guitar so you can't even tell where the source of the music came from. So the
Okay.
song gets, you know what I mean? So, and then the producers will take it and go and do other stuff with it. But it still started from finding the original chord
Right.
movements on the guitar and stuff. Because their music is endless and there's always that new chord or that new sound, like, you know, that just puts you into that mood. Like if I was to play a dominant 9, it just has that mood as opposed to if I played a major 7. You know, it gives you a certain mood. Or if I played a diminished, you know, so being able to control the music and the sound to me is a big advantage, you know, being a musician, not just an artist, but a real musician, to where, you know, I'll just hear one chord and that will make me feel like I hear the whole song come at one time, not necessarily all the words to it, but the basic concept. And once you get the concept of what you really want to talk about, that emotion you're trying to express, and everything else flows after that. But it's finding that initial idea, because I think as human beings we crave, like, you know, a fresh melody, something new, something you never heard before. You don't just come and do what's been done already. Then you might as well just go play. If you're gonna come sound like Michael Jackson, bro, you'll never be a better Michael than Michael is. But nobody will be a better you than you are. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean you can't learn from Michael or, you know, learn from Bob, but don't come try sound like Bob, like, because then people are gonna be like, I kind of know that sound already, and you sound like a knockoff version of the original thing. You know what I mean? But they say Donny Hathaway originated the sound, and then, you know, Stevie Wonder would listen to Donny, and then Michael would listen to Stevie, and so the sound. But